Hey y'all, we need to have a real conversation about week 16. Now, to be totally transparent, I wasn't able to afford many of my Jenny Craig meals for this week. Maybe just a few breakfast items and a dessert or two, and that just made me so frustrated, you guys, which led me down a path that I didn't think I would go back to anytime soon. I made some pretty bad decisions this week, and I even met up with an old but familiar friend. He's cheap, toxic, and to be honest, he's been in my life for longer than I can even remember. I mean, we might as well even get married at this point. It's been that long. I keep getting caught up in something that I know it isn't right. He gives me this moment of comfort and he makes me feel so good on the inside, but then before you know it, it's over. I think it's time for you guys to meet him. He goes by several different names: Krispy Kreme, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Yogurtini, but I think for the sake of this video, we're just gonna call him fast food. You guys, sometimes we have to be adults and make the decision that's best, not just for us, but for our family. And this was one of those weeks where I had to choose. Just get my Jenny food for myself or get things that can help and spread throughout my household. So of course, I went with the latter of the two options. I got food that all of my family could eat. I went to the store, still trying to keep in mind the things that I've learned. Make sure you get your protein, make sure you get your dairy, make sure you get your veggies. But if you're anything like me and you go grocery shopping and then by the time you get out of the store, you've already decided that you're gonna go get something cheap through the drive-thru to hold you over. And you know what? It started out okay. I'll just modify and do the best that I can. I know I can get a cheap burger with no bun, no sauce. I'll just eat the meat and then I'll eat some of the veggies that I'm gonna cook when I get home. But that little burger through the drive-thru just kind of sparked something else in me. It's pumpkin season where I live and your girl loves pumpkin spice. And I have this little habit, which is not a good habit, y'all. I'm not even, I don't know. Anyway, you guys, if you go through the Krispy Kreme in my neighborhood and you smile really pretty and you say,
"Can I just have a plain glazed donut, please? Or two?"
you guys, they give them to me free every single time. And they had these pumpkin cake donuts, you guys. And I don't want to say I abused that privilege, but I abused that privilege this week. You guys, I ate donuts. I would go through and get any little cheap things that don't make my body feel good. Just cheap little junk that you eat when you travel, but I wasn't even traveling. I just wanted something to suppress some of the life events that I'm going through. I wanted something to help me cope and make me feel better about the decisions that I have to make coming up. I wanted something that just made me feel like everything would be okay. And you guys, I don't know if I've mentioned it in my other videos, but like several other people, I struggle with binge eating. I'll do really, really great for a while and working on learning how to do things in moderation, but then before I know it, boom, half a pizza gone, and everything I bought from the grocery store just eaten by my family and none of it by me. You guys, if you struggle or are recovering from binge eating, I think it's appropriate to talk to a therapist. Not even I think, I know. A lot of people just say, oh, it's fine. That's what I'm used to. I'll just eat all this stuff right now. I'll eat 3 Rice Krispie treats and 2 caramel apples and half a box of cereal and half a pizza and it'll be okay, because I do this every once in a while. Y'all, that is not healthy. You're probably doing what I was doing. Trying to cope, trying to get those feel-good feelings, trying to just suppress all the adult decisions that you have to make. I mean, life's hard nowadays, but can I tell you something? Even after my week of eating trash, donuts didn't make it better. Eating things with sugar in it didn't make it better. Not trying my best to be my best didn't make it better. You guys, it actually made it a lot worse, to the point where I was actually sick for 2 days this past week. And I woke up in the middle of the night with a little bit of projectile. Sorry, I should have said trigger warning before then, but I ate to the point where I was nauseous and it all came up. You guys, that is not a good feeling. That is not a way to cope with life. If you or someone you know struggles with binge eating, please reach out to a therapist. You guys, therapists are there for us. We can talk to them about anything, or get yourself an accountability partner where at least you have that one person you can talk to and tell them what's on your mind before you go out and eat everything that the world has to offer. But let's keep going. I find it so interesting, y'all, because when you get on YouTube or get behind a camera or get in front of a group of people, you want to show your best self. You want to put your best foot forward. And you want to get on every week and tell them that you lost weight. And it's not glamorous to get up here and say, hi, I'm Ariel, and in the 16 weeks that I've been on Jenny Craig, I've lost 9 pounds. When there have been other people who have lost 20 pounds in this amount of time, 30 pounds in this amount of time. But you know what? This is my journey. I'm going at my own speed, and it's not perfect. You guys, like I said, I've cheated. I stress eat. I binge eat. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. You guys, there are so many different times that I eat, and I'm learning to control that. I'm recovering from binge eating. I'm recovering from stress eating, but sometimes it happens. And the best way to get up after it happens is, well, just like I said, to get up and to not wallow in it, to not feel guilty, because just feeling guilty is going to keep you in that same pattern. We have to learn to break the patterns. You guys, if you struggle with binge eating, like I said, stress eating, emotional eating, get yourself an accountability partner. You guys, I say that to say, I want to be your accountability partner. We can be that for each other. It was hard when I wasn't able to talk to you guys earlier this week because I usually post 3 times a week. And I was like, there's no way I can tell them what's going on because YouTube is the only social media that I use. And it wasn't convenient to just post a status on YouTube. I guess that's not something you can really do. So I made an Instagram account, you guys. That way we can check in with each other daily. If you are interested in being an accountability partner and just having somebody to fight the good fight of, well, fat with you, make sure you add me on Instagram. I'm still learning how to use it, but I will put that information down below. Y'all, let me stop rambling before I get too much into it. But coming up, I want to show you a more unpolished version of what really goes on behind the scenes. You guys, I'm not just talking about when I get up here and lose weight or when I get up here and I don't lose weight. What do you guys think about me getting up here and talking about the binge eating that happens, or the stress eating, or the depression, or how I'm working to overcome those different things? Even sometimes plus size hygiene, it's something that's not really talked about. Or when yucky things happen to your body because you might be a diabetic. You guys, there's so much that we can talk about, and I want to talk about that with you. If there's a topic that you are interested in, let me know down in the comments below. You guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit the like button. If you are new here, I would love if you would subscribe. I post videos on absolutely everything it takes to lose weight and feel great. And if you are a returning subscriber, which you know, you're a cousin at this point because I talk to you guys more than I talk to my cousins. I just want to say thank you for coming back. Thank you for sticking in there with me. Add me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Next week's going to be a better week. So if you slipped up like me, just get up, dust yourself off, and do the best you can. Bye, y'all.